The truth.
Yo guys, what is going on? It is Sin City here. Welcome back to another snapshot video today. Today we're going to be looking at last week's snapshot and this week's snapshot. We've got loads of things to cover. At the bottom of the world we can now see that bedrock ends at minus Y64. So they have decreased the world... Decreased? Yeah, they've decreased the limit of the world down by 64 blocks. And if we go up to the very top of the world, we can also see... Well, we can't really see, but you can just take my word for it. You have to take my word for it. They increased the height limit by 64 as well. So you won't be surprised to see that they have introduced all these new types of caves. These are called cheese caves, right? And they've introduced local water levels with all these diamonds. Look at all this ore, like... Guys, this is so cool. Obviously, I have night vision on, but some of these caves are amazing, and I know what you're thinking. What is this block? Let's have a look. So this is called Grimstone. You can see we've got Grimstone, polished Grimstone. Guys, do I even need to go there? Obviously, we can use it in a stone cutter. We have Grimstone Bricks, Grimstone Tiles, chiseled Grimstone. Let's compare this quickly to some Blackstone. Right, guys. Let's compare it to Blackstone. So we got our Grimstone Brick stairs here and our Blackstone. You can see that this one is lighter. It kind of looks like Basalt a bit, whereas this one is more bluey. So yeah, there is a difference. I'm glad they didn't just make a copy. We can see some glow lichen over here from the last snapshot I covered. And in the caves we have these new pillars. I mean, this is crazy, guys. Look at this cave. It's entirely underwater with these stalagmites. One thing I'll say about the new Grimstone is This tropical fish? Oh no, it's a warm ocean. Okay. Bro, we've got fish in caves underneath y=0. I will say about these textures though, it is quite noisy and I'm not sure how I feel about it. But we will see by next snapshot. Now, you will notice there are some changes to the ores. This doesn't look like normal redstone ore. Let's quickly hop over to the new snapshot. Now that we're in the new snapshot, guys, you can see that this isn't called Grimstone anymore. I much preferred Grimstone, but they've changed it to Deep Slate. And if we look at the texture, it is less noisy. It has a different top texture to the sides, which I kinda like. It's really interesting. It's a bit like Basalt. So you can see on the sides, it's got this like weird brick rough texture, and then on the underside, it's very smooth. Close the door, please. It looks like the new Dripstone as well. Kinda cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's have a look at what else we've got, guys. So you can see they've changed it. We've got Cobble Deep Slate now. So this is the cobbled version, and you can see it hasn't got the smooth texture on the top. So obviously this is when you mine it. That's right, we've got gold, Deep Slate gold ore. So if we go down to the ores, you can see we have gold ore, Deep Slate gold ore, iron ore, Deep Slate iron ore. Let's get all of them quickly. So you can see, guys, the texture of gold, iron, lapis, diamond and redstone have all been changed so that they don't look like the original ores. I mean, this is crazy. I had enough trauma when I went through the zombie piglin. I didn't think this would happen again. But look at this. They had to keep the diamond texture, man. It looks slightly the same, but still quite different. I do like the new lapis ore. I think it looks quite cool with the deep slate. But they've done it to the other ores as well. So if I put down these, if my mouse wants to work, you can see that they have changed all the other ores as well. And we can get our emerald as well, and our copper. I am loving this new copper ore. I don't know what it is, the orange and the green. It's that turquoise with the orange. I love it. I feel like the red on the deep slate redstone ore is much brighter. And emerald ore looks sort of the same, but slightly better, not so circly. You can see that coal, copper and emerald don't have deep slate versions as of yet. And I assume that's just because they don't spawn this low in the new caves. But let's try and find one of the spaghetti caves. Oh, so here we have a spaghetti cave. I'm pretty sure this is this a spaghetti cave? I'm not sure. Look at the new copper. Over here, this is a spaghetti cave. They're like ravines, but underground. And you can see now, I think tuff does spawn underground. This new block here, tuff. This spawns underground, but if we find a geode, surrounding geodes now, we have a new block called smooth basalt. So this is like basalt. If we get basalt, you can see it has the same texture except the top of it is smooth, so it doesn't have that cobblestone texture. There's all these new blocks and new caves. I'm so excited for all the new biomes to be added. We want our biomes, Mojang. Look at this. I'm loving the black and white. It's very, like, look at that. How nice does that look? Cave generation just looks so cool now. it really reminds me of like the deep caverns on Hypixel Skyblock, with all the new ores, the new generation, the new cave layouts, especially with those custom like stalagmites that are hanging from the ceiling and going down to the ground. Oh look, we found a little generation of tuff. I'm liking all the new stones, right? But my problem is, this deep slate, it doesn't feel fantasy enough for me, right? Grimstone sounded cool, Grimstone sounded scary, but deep slate sounds like something that's already in existence. It doesn't feel fantasy enough, you know? It's not extraordinary enough. It needs to be extraordinary, okay? And I came up with this idea, right? And no one wants to listen to me about it, but I thought that at Y0 they should still have the bedrock layer, right? But instead of bedrock, it's just a layer at Y0 of a new block, and this new block can't be mined, it can only be exploded, and then you could use that for like base protection and stuff, and then bedrock is all the way at Y-63, 64. Honestly, Mojang, you've actually done a great job here. These new ores and stuff, it's so cool. If we look at the pictures, they have smoothed out a lot of the deep slate, and we can also see that gold used to look like the nether gold but in stone, and the copper has a little bit more green, the lapis is a little bit more fragmented, more spaghetti caves. Look at this. This is so cool. With the night vision off, this is absolutely horrifying. Apart from that, guys, there's not really been much else changes to the game. You can see that in the redstone they moved slime block and honey block, and if we get a spore blossom and just, well, that works too. You can see that there are some particles around the spore blossom and not just hanging off. Look, there's one. Okay, this is a rubbish example, but if I just go like this, oh wow, that is a lot of particles. Yo, it actually looks like leaves are falling in the forest. I'm liking it. That's going to lead to a lot of great designs, maybe some world gen stuff and some custom biomes. But apart from that, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you know what's up to date with the latest snapshot, I need to eat my dinner now, innit? But you guys need to like that video, share it with a friend. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe, and yeah, peace! The truth.